Did you know that you could make a lot of money with your everyday photos on your phone? In this video, I'm going to show you how. We are going to talk about the following questions. What are stock photos? How can you sell stock photos? What are the best stock photo sites? And a special tool to sell. But first of all, I just want to mention, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because at 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to show you my whole YouTube revenue statistics and my growth strategy, how you can make money online. So let's jump into it. We all take a lot of photos of our cats, dogs, everyday lives, our meals. We don't really use these photos. They are all laying around. The only use case for them is that maybe once a month we are checking them, but they don't really mean a lot. As they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. All those pictures are valuable intellectual property laying around on your phone, laptop, or tablets. Let's see how to make those photos work for you. First, let's define what are stock photos. Let's see what Wikipedia says. Stock photography is a supply of photographs which are often licensed for specific uses. These use cases can be advertisement, websites, TV shows, TV programs, traditional media, magazines, print media, or phone applications, or any different digital use cases. These photos are coming from probably two major sources, from macro or micro stock photography providers. All these companies are purchasing these photographs that are using for illustration in TV shows or on their websites, because it's a lot easier and cheaper to purchase pre-made photos, stock photos, than hiring a photography team, models, hiring a studio and paying for the whole process, not even knowing how the results are going to come out. This is why stock photography has been growing since the 1920s, as Wikipedia says, and it's still growing by the day. As I mentioned, there are two major ways to purchase stock photography. There is the macro photography industry and the micro photography industry. We are more interested in the micro photography industry, so we are going to focus on that. But as a definition, macro photography is when you are an established photographer and you have your personal deals and contracts with different studios, and you sell your photographs as a business to a business, and these contracts are a lot more valuable. You receive a lot more money, but also requires a professional background. Micro stock photography, on the other hand, is a lot easier and more accessible for everyone. Micro photography is when you just upload your photos to these stock photo sites where a company lists it, and anyone can purchase those photos from the site very easily for a very low price, which means that you can upload hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of photos on these sites. You tag them with relevant tags, and when people find them and purchase them, you receive a fraction of that money, which is a lot more easier and more accessible. You don't have to be a professional photographer for this. You can just upload your everyday photos. Obviously, there are quality requirements. You can't upload very low quality pictures or pictures of other intellectual properties. You can't upload like paintings, but generally the everyday photos that you take and are good quality, you can upload. So let's talk about some of the most popular micro stock photography sites. Probably one of the most popular one is Adobe Stock, which is a company from Adobe that we all know. And on the Adobe Stock site, you can find any images. As you can see, there are digital illustrations also, but there are photographies as well. Probably now it's selected that it looks for digital renders, but as you can see, here are photographs. These are the categories, and you can choose any category. Let's say spring colors, and as you can see, we can find a lot of beautiful photos. Obviously, on the main page there are a little bit more professional ones, but there are a lot of amateur photographs as well. You can use the search bar, type in any word and find photos regarding that. Let's say I need vineyard photos. I just type it in and I will find a lot of vineyard photos. Okay, now we came to this page. Let's type it in again. And when you have found an image that you like, let's say this one, you can purchase it. As you can see, I can purchase it as a standard license, and if you sign up with a free trial, you can get it for free, but it doesn't mean that the photographer won't receive his payment, because if you use a free trial, the company Adobe is going to pay it from their pocket. And obviously you can purchase it as an extended license if you are purchasing it for a huge project, or if you are a media company, you can purchase it this way. And from this portion, a fraction of this price is going to go to the photographer, which is Steven ZZ. As you can see, you can tap on the portfolio of the photographer, and as you can see, we can find all these beautiful images that were uploaded by Steven ZZ. So this is how he makes his money on Adobe. Adobe is a very popular stock photo site. Their rates are quite high. As I've tried, they pay like 40 or 50% more than most of the other sites. And if you want to start selling here, you just have to tap on sell images on the bottom, and you can join the contributors on Adobe. As you can see here, there are a few regulations. Mainly the most stock photo sites have these rules that you can't upload faces, other people, without their consent, which is like common sense. You need to have like a minimum quality for your photos. Obviously you have to be at least 18 years old, and that's pretty much it. Those are the main rules that are applicable on all these stock photo sites. And when you join, you can submit your photos. When you submit your photos, it's recommended, if you want to sell them, to add keywords or tags to them, which helps people to find them through the search engine. And yeah, you can add up to 50 keywords on Adobe, and you can start selling. So let's see the next one. Shutterstock. Shutterstock was once the largest stock photo sites. Well, I'm not sure, maybe it still is the largest. It's a huge site. They just started to sell videos as well. So if you are interested in video making, you can sell your videos also. And obviously the videos are more valuable and you can earn more money with videos. And it works the same. They pay a little bit less than Adobe, and they have stricter regulations, as I've noticed from the images that I've submitted to Adobe. At least 80% were accepted to the site, but on Shutterstock it was a lot lower. It was around 10 or 20%. They did not accept a lot of images for many different reasons. So to sign up for Shutterstock, you just have to tap on sell your content. And as you can see, just like on the Adobe site, here are some rules, some articles that are good to read, but generally the main rules are the same. You have to tag your images, and that's pretty much it. As you can see, they also have an app which you can use, the Shutterstock contributor. And if you want to sign up, just tap on get started and you can start uploading your images. So the next one is iStock, which is also a huge site, and actually they have two different brands, the iStock and the Getty Images. You may have heard about one of those, or maybe both of them. They are partnered with Unsplash and different brands, so they also have a huge reach, and they have a large library, so you can upload your stock photos here as well. Let's see how are the requirements. Stock photos, sell stock, and when you tap on it, it's going to open up the contributor page. We are Getty Images. Nice to meet you. As you can see on the top of the screen, as I mentioned, Getty Images and iStock, it's the same company. About Getty Images, 1.5 million customers in more than 200 countries. How do I apply? Here are the 3 steps to apply to this site. Download contributor by Getty Images, upload 3 to 6 sample images, and we'll review your samples and let you know if you are accepted either to Getty Images or iStock by Getty Images. So as you can see, this process is a little bit more complicated and longer because you have to submit a few images before they accept you and you can start uploading. This is why I let these sites to the last, because it's a little bit more complicated, and yeah, it's not that easy. On Adobe and Shutterstock, you can just start uploading from the beginning. Okay, so the last one is Stocksy. I let this one for the last position because it is the hardest to join this community. They have very strict requirements, and they review all your photos before they let you to become a contributor, but they have the highest payout ratios. I followed a few YouTubers that were doing Stocksy, and their ratings were huge. They made a lot of money on Stocksy, so definitely worth trying. But yeah, don't be surprised if it's hard to get in. So Stocksy, good money. As you can see, they are advertising themselves with their high payout ratios. Get fair pay as part of the creative community, changing the face of visual media. Okay, we work with artists like you. Thank you. Fair pay. Yes, as I mentioned, they pay you a lot. Get paid properly, what we look for. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can apply, you have to submit a portfolio, and then you can start uploading if they accept you. Actually, I did not try this one, but yeah, definitely would recommend if you are trying to take stock photography seriously. Okay, so this site is a magic bullet. The Wirestock site offers a very interesting service, and it sounds very good. I've tried it. In the last few months, my results are not the best, but it's still an interesting project and definitely worth keeping an eye on it. So they offer you a service where you can upload your photos to their site, you can tag them, and they do the tough part of the job for you. As you can see here, they upload your images to all the other stock photo sites, as we checked, Shutterstock and Adobe, but they upload it to other sites like Dreamstime, Alamy, or Pond5, which sounds very good. You only have to upload your photos once, and your photos get listed on all these different sites, and it sounds very good. It creates an opportunity to make a lot of money with your photos, but as I mentioned, it remains to be seen how good it works actually. I uploaded around 100 images to this site. Around 50% of them were accepted to the Wirestock company. Then a few of those got accepted on different sites like Shutterstock and Adobe, but I had at this point 0 sales. I made $5 because they have a promotion that when you start using the site, you receive $5. But other than that, I did not see this kind of growth that is displayed on this page. So probably they are a new company and they are still growing. The idea is amazing, so I definitely can get behind that. But yeah, it remains to be seen how well it's going to work. So as a conclusion and a few recommendations, I can tell you that stock photography, and especially micro stock photography, is a numbers game. If you upload a lot of images to a lot of sites and you tag them properly, you can start generating a very steady income, and by growing the number of photos, you can grow your revenue increasingly. You shouldn't expect huge money from day one. This is a long run game, but if you are passionate about it or you just love to take photos on the side, this is a great way to monetize your passion in a very easy way. So that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, please consider subscribing, and see you in the next one. Bye.